Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Alright, let me start off by saying two things. First of all, welcome back to What Makes You Happy. If you're enjoying the show and you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, giving us a rating and a review would help astronomically. And we also started a Patreon, which we release episodes early on, and as well as some bonus content. I actually just recorded another episode of What Makes You Happy today, and it was like an hour and 10 minutes long. So there's going to be a bonus episode that is Patreon only coming very, very soon. For news and updates about the Fork in the Road podcast, you can follow us at the Fork in the Road PC on Instagram. But now that I'm done soiling my business underpants for you guys, this week I sat down with somebody who has influenced my life greatly, that being Tegan Mackinnon. There's a bunch of things that make Tegan like a super solid human being, but my favorite one has to be the fact that she brings a magnetic energy wherever she goes. So Tegan was raised in St. Albert. She graduated in 2022 with a Bachelor of Arts in Kinesiology from Augustana. She was a 2018 Edmonton Metro All-Star in basketball while she was playing for the Kane Blues. She's been a member of the Augustana Women's basketball team since 2018-19, and they ranked 4th in the ACAC and had 2 ACAC All-Conference members this year. Tegan's one of the best shooters in the game. It's been like that since I met her when she was 15, and there's no plans of that changing. She's averaging 10 points, shooting 32% from the three-point line, and 3 rebounds per game in this current season. So in this episode, T-Mack spoke about her love of sports, the need to actually work through your emotions instead of bottling them up, and a legal story about breaking and entering. Legal! I think. I don't know. Wait till the end of the episode and you'll find out. You decide. So, Tegan, it's been a privilege knowing you since we were in high school. I'm really enjoying the fact that I get to do this for the people I love, and I'm really gassed to see what the next chapter of your life holds for you. So thank you for sitting down and sharing your insights with us and the world. And for those of you listening, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of What Makes You Happy. Hello, I am back. I am in Camrose again, because Camrose is fun. New guest this week. She did not live in this house. This is Tegan.
I did not.
Tegan, how's it going?
It's good. How's it going with you?
I have no complaints. It's beautiful outside right now, bro.
Yes.
I was thinking about this on the way in. The last 2.5 months have been like the longest 2.5 months ever. It wasn't like
because it would give you
cold.
like a glimpse of warm, and then the next day you'd be like, I'm gonna go back to minus 40.
Exactly. And yeah, so when spring arrives, I honestly don't know how to act.
I know, just
feeling pretty good.
Just so happy.
Mm-hmm. But we are here to talk about you, not about me, Tegan,
Right.
because unfortunately, I already know all the stuff that makes me happy. But I don't know all the stuff that makes you happy, and neither do they. And the people that clicked on this are interested. So,
Alright.
a little bit about when I met Tegan. We met when I was 16, she was 15,
Yeah.
I believe. Tegan was a coach at the camp.
I was coaching Keith.
Yes, she was coaching in the morning, and I was a camper at the camp. So Tegan would be coaching the little people in the morning. And then we were campers together in the evening, and I met this kid at that camp, and he's awesome. But I didn't ask if I could talk about him, so I'm not going to say his name. We were really good friends, and he had known you and from camp previously.
Okay.
So he is the reason that I know you.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that, but yeah.
Who's this?
Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So, outside of that, after camp, we were in grade 11, I think, and we talked on and off that year, but I saw you at the FX tournament.
FX, yeah.
So we definitely started talking after that because I ran into you, and then it was pretty sporadic. But in grade 12, we used to talk like every single day. And I remember I was talking to you about this before we started. That you got your car, and that Snapchat you sent me is still in my phone. I die laughing at it every time. You're like, I got a new car, and your mouth is wide open. It's hilarious. It's one of the funniest photos of you I think I've ever seen. But
I was hype.
yeah, while we were both going through the whole, well, I guess it was less so for Tegan. Tegan's a star at basketball. Everybody wanted Tegan on their team. So while I was going through the process of finding somewhere to play, Tegan signed at Augustana, and we were both in grade 12, and that was one of the options. And when I got signed, that was a lot of fun. I remember
that was really exciting.
You called me in the car after the ID camp, and you were like, "What happened? What happened?" And I got my spot, so that was really fun.
I remember being super hyped for you.
Yeah, bro. And it was honestly, like, coming to Camrose, I don't know if it was the same for you since you were in the area already. You might have already known people, but it was definitely a lot easier committing to this, knowing that somebody that I actually knew personally was already there, so.
Yeah. I guess I kind of knew, like I knew Sam and, like, Hannah, but never really, like, on that kind of level.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely made it easier.
So, I don't know. Like, I don't really know much about your interests outside of school, but I do know that you used to spend a lot of time outside because you guys had a cabin at some point, right? Or at least somebody that you knew had a cabin.
Yeah.
So you spent a lot of time outside?
Yeah. We still have that cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's at Wobman Lake.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have it. We still go there every summer. Not like as much just because like with work, but usually like last year I always had weekends off. Yeah. So I was out there like pretty much every weekend that I could. And it's shared with my dad's family.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like kind of a meeting spot for me and my cousins, which is really cool. Outdoorsy. I love skiing.
Yes, you learned that this week?
I love skiing.
Okay.
Skiing is like one of my favorite things to do, and I'm so sad because I like make a promise to myself not to go during the season just because I'm scared like I might get hurt.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
But like during COVID year, I like made a couple trips with my mom and my family, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is that something that you can see yourself doing once all of this is over? At least like just for fun?
Yeah. The only problem is that it's kind of expensive.
Okay, but the thing is like if it's something that you love, once you have the equipment, it's just that $600,000 ski pass every year.
Yeah,
and then you're
for
fine.
sure.
And you're fine. Slave work.
Yeah.
Just put that away.
It's fine. Yeah, definitely gonna be my my thing to do.
Your future plans.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that.
So, tell them a little bit more about your school and stuff, Tegan. What are you studying right now?
I am in Bachelor of Arts at Kinesiology major, and I'm in my final PED class this semester.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go.
And I'm graduating in the spring, I guess, or in June. And then plans are to go into an after ed degree at some point for elementary and teach some kids.
Some ankle biters.
Yep.
Honestly, man, I'm not really surprised. You've got the personality for it, bro. I honestly don't know if you, for myself, I can't teach little kids because I swear too much and I accidentally say things that are bad, against the rules.
Yeah.
But I think you've got the patience for it. I think it might take a little time though.
Yeah, for sure it will be. But I mean, like every day, I feel like you get used to it.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were already teaching when you were 15 years old, probably before that.
Yeah, like camps. And
Yeah, exactly. So you're familiar with it.
Yeah, true. I also I don't know if this is relevant, but okay. I was a assistant for Jaden. He was like a little boy with Down syndrome.
Okay.
And I would go to like camps with him and like just spend all day with him and like was kind of his assistant. And like also just like encourage him to keep going throughout the day.
That's
which
awesome.
is like took a lot of patience, but it was like such a cool experience.
Yeah. And was this like something that you were doing while you were in school, or?
This was like when I was in grade 10, I think. Yeah.
That's cool.
During the summer, but.
So just somebody in the community then?
Yeah, he actually was friends with, his dad was friends with Rick.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that connection was.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
Tegan's from St. Albert.
Yeah.
That must have been interesting. What was it? Well, I mean, I know nothing about it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I know about St. Albert is that you're from there and that Sarah's from there. So, what was it like growing up in the Edmonton area, north of Edmonton? I know the basketball was good, especially when you were here, but outside of that, if you want.
Just like the city was?
Your whole experience with it. St. Albert.
St. Albert. Well, basically I have like all my family in St. Albert and Edmonton. All my mom's side lives in St. Albert, so I actually grew up like going to school and like I'd see my cousins in the hallway and like everyone knew that like I had like a big family.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. But then also, I guess it's kind of like a small town, not as small as Camrose, but you kind of still knew a lot of people. And I think that was also really nice being involved with sports.
Yeah.
Because I grew up playing, like, I played every sport you could ever imagine. So I had like connections within each sport community, which was really cool.
Right.
And then going to high school, I just knew that much more people.
Well, I mean, I feel like, I don't know how big it was. Like, how many kids did you graduate with at PK?
300?
That's not that small. That's not that small.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I guess I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are in St. Albert? I
have no clue.
Okay. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But growing up, you're probably seeing all the same faces in school, then you see them in sports, and then you see them whenever you're doing whatever. So, yeah. But with that, how was the transition coming to Augustana? Was it pretty familiar? Because you, like you said, your whole family was always around, so you were probably feeling, growing up, it was probably like a tight-knit community, and same way here, so.
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty, like, it wasn't like a hard transition for me. Being away from like family, I would say was
the biggest thing.
Yeah, but also it was nice because like I'm close enough that I can just always go home. Whereas for you, it's like a little bit farther. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think the transition was very hard, and like I said, like I knew you, I knew Tabori, I know Peyton May. Like I had people who are kind of in the same boat as me, so
right.
That was comforting.
Make it a lot less scary.
Yeah.
So, if you are ready, we can get into the first question.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just answer the questions, have some fun.
Okay.
That's all that matters to me.
Are we doing good so far?
Yeah, man. 10 out of 10.
I don't know, like, do I look at you or the camera?
Wherever you want. I don't care. I found it's easier to keep the person I'm talking to engaged if I'm looking at them. But
okay.
Where the is the stupid? Alright. Tegan.
Okay.
When it comes to your physical health, your spiritual health, and your mental health, what makes you happy?
Answer each one?
Answer each one, answer all three, do whatever you want.
Physical health, for sure. Basketball. Or I guess just being active as a whole. I grew up like pretty much always being an athlete, so for the longest time, I guess still now, that's all I've ever really known.
Right.
But like even just going to the gym and shooting, like that, it's not just because like I feel like I have to, it's genuinely because like I want to be there.
Right.
And I enjoy like putting in the work like that.
Right.
So I guess physically that's that's my happiness.
Would you say that like the repetition of going in and shooting your shots, hitting your shots from your spots, going in and lifting in the weight room, something that you feel comfortable in? Because that's one thing that I noticed is like in athletics, it really is just you're doing the same every single day, whether it's school, whether it's your athletics.
It's very routine based.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Did you find comfort in that?
I guess like if I didn't go, I think it was more of like a goal driven thing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Like if I didn't go, then I'd be like, all right, well, like I need to go tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Not so much because I was like out of my routine, but more so because I like hold myself.
Yeah,
to
you
that.
owe it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question?
No, that's good. That's all I was wondering.
Okay, yeah.
Well, your mental health and your spiritual health.
Mental health, that's a good one. Mental health, I like to journal. Okay. I'm a big journaler. I'm also a huge overthinker, so...
Being able to put your thoughts on paper helps.
Otherwise, I'll go crazy. Mm-hmm. Another thing that, I guess this COVID year was good for this, but like Hannah and I would always just like go for walks. Like we'd just text each other and be like, hey, let's go for a walk.
That's true.
And we'd just like walk for like 2 hours talking about like whatever. But honestly, just like getting out and being with friends is huge for my mental health.
You feel like your battery goes up when you're around other people? Yeah,
exactly. Spiritually, right? Okay, what do you mean by spiritually?
Whatever you want, man. Okay. That could mean collecting different types of rocks that have different energies. That could mean the stars. That could mean religion. Whatever it is to you, bro.
Okay, so I kind of thought of it as the religion side of it. I grew up, was raised as a Catholic. I was baptized in Catholic church, and for the longest time, that's like all I ever knew. Right. Until I actually got to Augustana, and I met some new people and opened me up to new religions. And I would say that like even like Josh and Ryan had like a huge impact on that because they have more of like a Christian look on it. And so I started going to different new churches and just being like open to new religions, and honestly I'm extremely grateful for that because I feel like I'm more so in that direction and not so Catholic. So really I'm just learning as I go.
Yeah. And I think that's the way to go about it, man. I don't know, I'm in a law and ethics of teaching course this year, and we were just talking about how a lady was fired because she got pregnant twice and she was working at a Catholic school board and she wasn't married. So, and like I have Catholicism in my family, and I understand why it's so big, because like people follow it because it works. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some values in there that are valuable, and I'm sure there's things that you learned while you were growing up that you practice to this day, and they help you be a better person. So I understand where you're coming from there, but it's really nice being able to see that it's not the only thing out there. Yeah.
Because there's a lot that like you could value, but then there's a lot also that I struggle with. Yeah. But I guess that's where I'm at spiritually.
Okay. Do you ever find that as you've gotten further from your religion, you feel yourself losing, I'm trying to word this right, losing control of your mental health, but not in a sense where it's like, I have no clue what's going on. You just have less lessons, you could say, to fall back on.
Like less sense of direction, kind of?
Yeah, sure. That's a really good way to put it.
Like yes and no, because I know that I can always fall back on praying, for instance. Like I can pray whenever, and I know that that's always something that it's always there for me. And also I know that my mom was the one who like always took us to church. Right. And I know that she's always there for me to kind of give me a sense of direction. But at the same time, I'm kind of okay with not knowing, just because I feel like that's when I learn more. Yeah. because I'm not like set on one thing.
No, and I think that's definitely the way to go, because no one person is going to have the whole truth, right? So if you're willing to learn from anybody's views on the situation, I think you're going to be better off as a person. So I don't know. I think that's good to hear. But I know your family was very, very important to you growing up. Your mom, like you said, your two brothers, Liam and Jack. I had to ask because I was making sure I was getting them right. But was it tough moving away from them, coming to Augustana? Well, I guess you literally just said that earlier. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll reiterate. I think I kind of left at a good point.
Yeah. Were you guys fighting a lot before you left?
No, but
I think she's lying.
No, I have really good relationship with my brothers and both my parents. But I think like everyone kind of needed to figure things out.
Yeah, it was time.
Yeah, and I'm glad I was able to do that like on my own. Yeah.
I know from what I have experienced of it, I know that it was very shell-shocking, at least for them. It's like Tegan disappeared for 6-8 months of the year. So I think it was good. At a certain point in your life, you need to be able to live, right? And I think this, especially since it was an hour away, it gave you the opportunity to do it. But when you had to go hide, could go hide.
Yeah, I spend like I said, I'm an overthinker. I spend a lot of time like worrying about my brothers. So. But
that's you're just being a good family member, bro.
I know, and I always I know that like both my brothers are very independent and they don't need me, but I guess I
wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
Yes and no. They do need me.
Exactly.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, there you go. That's hey man, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so take this however you want it, whatever direction you want to go.
Okay.
What gets you through your worst days? It could be a person, it could be activities, etc., etc.
Worst days. I would say recently I've tried this new cool thing.
New cool thing.
Where you feel your emotions.
Oh wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, I guess I've kind of, for a long time, I just push things away and I kind of like bring it up as it's not like that big of a deal or like it's okay. That's my word I always say.
It's okay. It's okay.
But really, I've been trying to just like actually sit and reflect and feel. So with that, journaling, like I said, and then also, my roommates, my friends, reach out to them, tell them how I'm feeling. It usually helps to hear what they have to say, and then also like have them as people where I can just go and hang out and not like, I guess this is going against what I said feel, but
I get what you mean.
Be distracted.
Yeah.
And just like have fun, like watch movies, do whatever we want to do.
It's effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't really realize how much work gets put into putting up your front for just like the general public, or when I need to be proper, or whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
So, who are you living with this year? Has it changed?
Yes, because Megan's gone now.
Oh, right.
So it's still me, Meadow, Janessa downstairs, and then Taya and Eliza.
And I assume that you are having the time of your life.
Yes. I absolutely am. This year has been so much fun. Yeah, I love each and every one of you. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
No, you're 5. Yeah. Come on.
Sorry.
Come on.
At least 5.
That's honestly crazy that you're done this year, bro. Congratulations on being done.
Thank you.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Nobody tells you how long 4 years is going to be. And if you take more than that, then it's just like, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think with like COVID year too, it really messed it up.
Honestly, I think that just kind of changed your outlook on school. I don't know if it was the same for you, but it didn't feel, I was obligated to be there. I still had to pay money. You know, nothing changed except for I didn't enjoy it anymore.
And you had like no routine. Like, it was just like wake up.
Yeah. Without the guys that were living here, it was fried, man. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But I know that you've definitely started listening to different music since you got here, and probably more music. You know, music is definitely big for you sometimes.
It really is.
So, if you were to give me 3 songs, okay? Any 3 songs.
Oh.
Any 3 songs.
Okay.
The first song is the song that Tegan plays when Tegan just failed a test, or Tegan just lost a game that she wasn't supposed to lose.
Okay.
You okay? Okay. The second song is a song that Tegan is gonna play when I'm trying to think. I lost it. It's 30 degrees outside.
Okay.
And you're driving to the cabin at Waterman Lake.
Okay.
Okay. And then the last song is gonna be what Tegan would play when Tegan needs a good cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the drive to the cabin, I would play Spins. Is it Spins? Is it Kids?
I don't know what you're talking about, so...
Can you edit this part?
No, I don't need to edit it. Look it up. They know that we have technology. We're not lying to anybody.
This is the song that I would play.
But you can't play it out loud. I can't afford these people.
I won't.
Oh, by Mac Miller.
The Spins.
Okay,
by Mac Miller.
Yeah.
That's what I'm playing on the way to the cabin for sure.
Okay.
After I lose a game... So you're thinking like angry?
Well, that's why I said, or a test that you didn't, or a game you weren't supposed to lose, or a test that you failed. It could be angry, it could be sad.
Okay.
It's just intense, you know?
It's an intense feeling.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one that's coming to my mind is Take a Bow by Rihanna.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Just need to belt it out, probably.
That's okay. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Good choice.
And then sad?
Yeah.
I have a lot of sad songs.
That's okay.
Can I also look at this one?
You can do whatever you want. You gotta stop asking me. You are allowed to do whatever.
Easy. Love Goes by Sam Smith.
Easy. I've never heard that before in my life. I'm sorry. No.
There's this it's with Labyrinth.
Okay.
And there's this really good, it goes up and then it's piano.
Yeah.
And it goes hard.
It goes up and it's piano and it goes hard.
But it's also sad too.
Yeah.
It's really good. I recommend it.
Okay. If I had more money and could afford to
play
put
it right here.
Yes, but we'll listen to it afterwards because I would like to know what you're talking about.
Oh, I have one more.
Yes, go.
This is a pump up. It's called Tub Thumping.
Tub thumping?
Yeah.
What is tub thumping? No, bro.
It's the one where it goes, I get knocked out.
Okay, yeah, that's a good song. That's a really good song.
Hyped.
Yeah, that's a really good song. Oh my god. You have really good music taste, man.
Thank you.
That was a good bit. Thank you for indulging me there.
Of course.
Oh god, that's so funny. Okay, are you ready for the third question, T?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so this one has a timeline.
Oh.
Look at the last 6 months.
Okay.
And whatever you know about the coming 6 months.
Okay.
Is there anything that you're particularly thankful for and you want to put out into the world? Or is there anything in the coming 6 months that you're dreading that you know of?
Okay. The past 6 months, I would say just realizing that this is my last year and everything.
Yeah.
I've been really thankful for all my friends
and
my family. They're all my huge support system.
Yeah.
And we've been really having a lot of fun this year. I won't lie, making the best of it. So I'm extremely thankful for that and for everyone who's been on passing the vibe check.
Yeah.
And then the months forward, I would say I'm feeling a little stressed, but also very excited. Just because it's a new experience and I don't necessarily know what it's gonna look like. Yeah. But it's gonna be like a bunch of new people, new experiences, which I'm always excited for. And
which I'm always excited for.
I'm just kidding. And
not kidding. If the cameras want you to punch me.
I had a really good train of thought.
I'm sorry. A bunch of new experiences. You're really excited because you're getting the opportunity to go through a bunch of new experiences and learn.
And just to like see where I'm at, focused on myself. Yeah. Like everything from here is just like for myself. Yeah. Which is like scary, but also like really exciting.
What do you mean? Everything from here? Has your life in Camrose not been for you? I just don't know if I understand what you're talking about.
It has, but I don't think that I necessarily knew like what I wanted.
Okay, right.
Whereas now like I'm gonna have a degree, and I have all these friends. So it's like kind of where we go from here. We all like grow and independently, but at the same time we're all growing together. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Bro, your support system is very good.
I'm extremely thankful for that.
This just in.
A blonde menace breaking into the homes of our elderly? Tune in this week as we catch her confession live on the air. I would like to ask you about the time that you showed up at my house. Oh shit! Because one... You came down out of the blue. I'm pretty sure you texted me in the morning and you're like, we're coming to Calgary. And I don't even know what the reason was.
We were going to the zoo.
I know you were going to the zoo, but I didn't know what you texted me the reason was in the morning that you had to come to my house. But you came to my house. I'll let you tell them what happened before you came to my house. But her and Lauren drove down to come to the zoo. They came to my house. I fed them craft dinner. And they got all dolled up for the zoo. And it was hilarious, man. Like, that was probably the most chaotic 24 hours I think I had. Because I'd never met Lauren before. And it was just like, hi.
It was just so random.
It was like, can you make us something to eat? Yeah? I mean, I guess so. Of course, bro. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, so... First of all, I've never been to your house before.
True.
So that was my first time.
Right.
So I had no clue what it looked like. Anyways, I pull up and you sent me like the location. So Lauren and I, we get out of the car and we go into this house and I open the door and I scream, "I'm home!" And I hear no response, so I was like, okay, weird. And I take a couple steps forward and I look to my left and it's some random dude sitting in the chair. And I knew it was just you over there, so I was like, and we like ran out of the house and I think I called you.
It was so funny.
Keaton, where are you?
It went like this. Is your grandpa home? No. Why would my grandpa be home? Because I just ran into a random old man's house.
I forgot I said that.
Okay, I did not send you the wrong address. I promise. So I don't understand why it didn't work, but that is the most, like, that story is
that's iconic.
And I bet you guys had a great time at the zoo.
We did. We had so much fun at the zoo.
That's so funny. But that was the first time I met Lauren, and Lauren is one of the people in that support system. The reason I brought this story up, I saw her at the gym a couple of weeks ago. Not a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. Good person, man. Yeah. Really good person.
That's sick.
And then, who else? Freaking JoJo. You brought Jolene to Camrose.
Oh, yeah.
And that's also really good people. So I appreciate the time that you have taken to grow your circle, obviously, but you're always a very welcoming individual, Tegan, and you like to introduce people, so I appreciate that, because those are two very good people that I wouldn't know without you. So
of course.
What can you say? Kind of the greatest.
Me?
Sometimes. No, you're right. You suck. Do you have anything else to say to the people, Tegan? Before we cut this off?
Yeah. 1, go listen to Tub Thumping.
Okay.
Because I'll definitely get you in a good mood. And 2, I don't know. It's a beautiful day out, so go outside.
Beautiful day out, so go outside.
Yeah.
You do realize that people can watch this whenever they want.
It might not be beautiful, so if it's not, just listen to Tub Thumping. That's all I got.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, your very busy schedule,
Thanks for having me.
to come chat. Honestly, I enjoy doing these, especially because like I really do like giving people a platform to just tell their stories. You know, because you came in and you were like, mine and Sarah's might be the same. They're not going to be anything alike.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that opportunity, but it's always just good to be able to talk to the people that I care about. You know what I'm saying? And you're about to go on a whole new adventure. The world's about to completely evolve again. So it was nice to sit down, catch up.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bro.
This is so much fun.
Oh, it's okay. You went from twisting it into a circle to just playing with it, twisting it all over your finger. It's okay. I didn't. Kate Bullhorn gave me this green stress ball that looks like an egg, dude. It's almost broken in half. I squeeze it every day, all the time, and I don't have it. I was driving on the way down, and I was like, what am I gonna play with? What am I gonna play with? And the answer is nothing. When I go back and look at this, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of this. I was probably picking up my book a bunch, man. I can't sit still, so you made the right decision.
I was thinking ahead.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you when I see you. I have school to focus on right now, and just for your knowledge, this is probably going to sit until I've interviewed 2 more people so that I can release them in a group of 3. But they don't need to know that, so they won't. Suckers.
That was so much fun.
I'm glad.
Can you do an update in like a year?
Yeah.
Okay. But we can talk in between that?
No, that's against
I won't talk to you for another year?
Yeah.